Good morning, America. I am Sam Ewing, your host, reporting to you from Charlottesville, Virginia, and today we have a special interview planned with the interest group Fly Conservatives. In this interview, we will outline some of the specifics when it comes to what they believe in and what they want to follow through with. Does this sound good, David?
Yes, it does, Samuel.
So, David, what is the main goal of the Fly Conservatives?
Our main goal, our main idea is revolving around the legalization of marijuana. And what this will do is basically we want to cut back on the use of our hard-earned money on prison systems that doesn't benefit us. That is putting people in jail for charges on this drug that is just making us put our taxes into. So that would be our long-term goal. But as of right now, our main focus is decriminalization/legalization of marijuana.
Why do you believe this is the number one priority for your interest group?
We believe this is our number one priority because we see there's a change, and we as conservatives, we want to be leading that change. You know, we saw the new legalized drugs that are in new states, and with all these changes that are coming, we want to be a part of it. And even though most people will say that this goes against our ideals and stuff, it also will. And although it does, I'm not going to lie, but still it's going to help us in terms of just less spending on unnecessary, taxes that don't benefit us.
Okay, so again, just to clarify, so you want to implement your ideals into the change that's already happening in America?
Correct.
Okay, great. What big things do you have planned for your interest group? How are you going to achieve these goals that you have?
Well, we've discussed with candidate Gavin, and we shared our ideals back and forth, and we've agreed on most things, and there are some things that we do disagree with. But as of right now, teaming up with Gavin Henderson is what we will do.
Great. Where can people go to get more information about your interest group? Do you have a website or Instagram or anything like that?
Well, we are currently working up building a website that will be posted on our Instagram page, Political Hotbox. And on our Instagram page, you can find more information about me and more information about our goals and our plans for the future.
What can your supporters do to help your cause or help you achieve these goals?
Well, we do want to know what our believers believe, and we want to hear them out. So we will be creating a variety of polls in the following days, and just to get basically an idea of where we're at with them, just so we can get feedback and just try to connect with them more. So just once they're posted, we will notify the community, and they will just share out their feelings with us.
What information do you hope to gain from these goals? So the purpose of you having these polls is to listen to your supporters and just see what they want, and you're going to try and help them achieve those goals, just being like a bigger voice for them.
Right, yeah, that's right. And, going back to how we're conservatives, and this really goes against, some of our morals. We want to know how they're feeling about this, but we also want to inform them really about the bigger idea than just going against, morals that have been around for hundreds of years. We want to, inform and be informed at the same time.
Awesome. Do you think your followers are more conservative, or do they more want the legalization of marijuana? Do you think those two coincide with each other, or do you think there's two different types of supporters that you have?
Well, that's what we're going to find out once the polls are up and once we get a little bit of more feedback from the community. That's what we're hoping to gain from that.
I see. Do you think they're, what candidate have you spoken to that really supports your cause, and who will serve like who will be the voice for you in the election to serve out your goals?
Well, yes, like I stated, we spoke to Gavin Henderson, and we feel like that's the road we're going to take. Because as we were researching, the different candidates, we didn't find any that were against or for our ideas. So it was definitely hard finding just somebody to kind of have that connection with, so we could like speak. But we ended up with having a thoughtful conversation with Mr. Gavin, and that's like I said, that's the path we're taking.
Yeah, I also interviewed Gavin Henderson, and he was really like his main focus was to limit unnecessary government spending, and he talked to me about the like the prison system and how there's so many unnecessary charges. So I can really see how Gavin really Gavin would really help your cause. Since Gavin's the one that's supporting y'all, I know you just said that you couldn't really find much information about like who supports or who's against your cause, but just like off of basic knowledge, do you think there are any opposing groups that will, or like even just interest groups, not just candidates, that are trying to limit your progress or are trying to shut you guys down?
Well, we honestly have not found that to be the case, but as this election progresses and as time passes, I guess we're gonna find out very soon who's more against it, who's more for it. Because, like I said, we didn't really find no candidates really express their thoughts on our cause, and but once we become more public too, I guess we'll see we'll have more of an insight on that idea from those candidates.
So you keep on talking about how you don't really know much about any of the other candidates. So to find out this more information about who's supporting you and who's against you, what are you going to do? Are you setting up any more interviews or?
Well, I know about the candidates. I know about their goals and ideas. And but what I was saying is that the only one that really reached out to us and like kind of like agreed with us was Gavin, and we know we really bonded and agreed on like very certain things that we just thought he was the right fit for us.
Okay, so you're just going to stick with Gavin, not really branch out and see what other candidates have to say about your interest group?
Well, so right now that's where we're at.
Interesting. We're kind of running short on time, David. So is there anything you want to say to the viewers at home before we sign off?
Yeah, I mean, just keep tabs on our Instagram pages. There are more things coming to connect with you guys and just to see, where we're at with the community,
Awesome. Well, David, thank you so much to come on this interview today. It was really great to hear about your viewpoints and everything that you guys have going on. Yes, of course. All you viewers at home, thank you for watching and stay tuned for updates. Make sure to follow our Instagram at CHS Evening News and have a great rest of your day.